Do you have a sewing machine that you're really afraid of, that you don't know how to thread? You might have bought it a long time ago and you just can't bring yourself to use it because it seems too complicated. Well, most sewing machines are pretty easy to thread and use. A lot of them have the directions on how to thread it and how to wind the bobbin right on the sewing machine. We had an old sewing machine where the side of it actually flipped open and it showed exactly how to thread it. These days, I noticed that they have it right, there's a diagram right on the sewing machine. Sometimes there's one on the top for the bobbin, and then for threading it, there's a diagram on the front. It may be hard for you to see it because in my newest sewing machine, it's a raised symbol. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Now, I have just a regular sewing machine, which is all I've ever needed. I don't have a super fancy one, but in my experience, most sewing machines thread exactly the same way with a little bit of difference here and there, but for the most part, they're exactly the same. So here are the directions for doing it, and I hope that it helps you with your fear of sewing. So here is the front of the sewing machine. You put the thread onto the holder and put the cover on. And now there's always a hook in the back, and then you bring it to the front, down, around, up, and over. Pretty much every sewing machine has the same sort of looping. And then you thread the thread through the needle, pull it under the presser foot, and pull it into the back. Next, we're going to do the bobbin. You put the thread on the top, loop it on the back, and then on the front of that little disc. And then I put the string through the inside of the bobbin, through one of the holes. There's some holes on the bobbin. You put it onto the bobbin holder and click it into place. Now, on my machine, there's also that disc you have to click on the side. Now, when I'm going to wind the bobbin, I hold the thread at the top and I start winding the bobbin. Now, the bobbin will stop on its own once it's full, and it'll just stop turning. You'll know. There it goes. It just stopped turning. Now you click it back, take it off, turn the side wheel, take the bobbin off. There's a specific way that the bobbin goes into the case at the bottom. Now I'm just rethreading the machine. And now we're going to put the bobbin down into the case. So I'm threading the needle again. And then of course you always put the thread underneath the presser foot. Now to put the bobbin in, the thread should be coming out in this direction on this machine from underneath. It's coming from underneath. Now I'm clicking it into the case, and there's a little hook that it hooks onto. You can hear it click into place. Now you turn the wheel towards you on the side of the machine once, so that it, if you can see, it loops around the bobbin thread and pulls it up to the top. And then I just use the thread and pull it into the back. And then you pull out the bobbin thread, so both the top and bottom threads are coming out of the top.